the compassion, the empathy, the vulnerability, these things are diminished by what we have today, such as the hookup culture. You guys know what that is, right? Hookup culture, right? It's a lot of that. And of course, there are Muslims that get caught up in that too, all right? But one of the things that, hookup culture, and these things are facilitated by the apps, the dating apps. These things are facilitated by social media, all right? But it's devoid of intimacy. And to truly, truly be intimate with someone, you need a certain level of vulnerability. You're going to need that. But a lot of people prefer the online engagement, whether it's in dating apps or social media, sending, their shots at people or whatever, because you have anonymity. You can be anonymous online. You don't have to be vulnerable. You don't have to show yourself as you really are. And then this is why a lot of times when people get together, it breaks down. Because there was no truth. There was no vulnerability. All of that was missing. All right? And, of course, this inauthenticity is like the new romance. You can say whatever you want to say over the phone. You can say whatever you want to say. You can be whoever you want to be on social media. But it's ultimately inauthentic. It's not who you really are. It's not how you really feel. Right? You don't have a chance to actually be vulnerable. I want to give you a couple of examples so that you know exactly what I'm talking about from our tradition. Right? I want to set the bar. The story that I'm going to tell you is in the Risala of Imam Qushayri. Right? It's a book on tazkiyah, purifying the heart. And in explaining Futuwa is like true manhood, true womanhood. This is one of the stories that he tells us. He says that once there was a young couple, they decided to get married. These two people were going to get married. And the young woman came down with smallpox. And so her face became disfigured. The father of the young woman goes to the young man and says, I want to give you the opportunity to withdraw your marriage proposal, right? Maybe take back your dowry, because your fiance, she contracted smallpox and she had a bad case of it, and so now her face is disfigured. The young man says, as a matter of fact, I was on my way to you to tell you that I just found out that I'm going blind. I'm also going blind. And I wanted to give her the chance to withdraw her offer, to withdraw her acceptance of the offer. So they got married. And they were happy for 20 years, like that. After 20 years, his wife died. He went to the masjid. And in the masjid, he didn't have the walking stick. Right? That you need, the walking stick, to make sure that you're not going to stumble over something. And they said, MashaAllah, this is how you got your sight back. This is a miracle. And he began to tell the people, I never lost my sight. I simply did not want my gaze to disturb my wife. And so for 20 years, I pretended like I was blind. That's compassion. That's empathy. And it's also a certain type of vulnerability. All right? And I'm saying this especially to the young people that are probably looking for spouses. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you set yourself aside for your spouse?